Welcome to Bryer's Music Showcase. I'm Bryer and welcome to another video. So you notice there's no intro music in this one, and that was kind of intentional. Because, I think there's going to be videos like this one where, it doesn't really need an intro. It's just going to be me talking to a camera. Supposed to have kind of like a chill, very relaxed vibe, so we don't need any like frill or spectacle or whatever. This one's just me, just kind of just relaxing, just talking, So for this video, this is actually going to be first for me in general because this is a tag video. And tags have been around for a long time, kind of a more niche thing. You don't really see a lot of the big all-time YouTubers doing it nowadays, but in the smaller realm, people still do tags. And of course, in the VC, many people still do tag videos. But I never participated in them until now because this one in particular really interested me. So this tag was started by a YouTuber named DJ Trish, and she's pretty well known in the VC. Obviously, you will see her around in comment sections in the VC every now and then. You always see her, and I have her channel right here. So yeah, if you've not heard of her, I'll leave a link in the description for her channel and also her example if you want to do this tag yourself. And basically the topic of this tag is CDs and also cassettes. So I know Rachel from Rachel's Ghost, she also did a video, her tag video on it, and so yeah, that was another reason why I think it'll be great for me to jump on this one because if you see behind me, I have a little bit of CD, just a little bit, so I think I'm qualified for this. So yeah. So I watched DJ Trish's original video and I had to write down the prompts she was giving out, and I got 11 prompts. Hopefully that's all of them. So I'm just going to go through it. Again, this is supposed to be a chill video, so again, there's not going to be any edits or anything. Well, a little bit, like color grading will still be a thing, but in terms of like others, like cuts or anything, I'm just going to keep this completely uncut in one take, hopefully. So cross your fingers for me if I get through this. So yeah, I'm going to get started now. So of course I'll have the link to her channel and the original tag video in the description. So if you want to do the tag yourself, you can go ahead and do so. So here we go. So the first, I have them right here by the way. So first prompt is name or shout out 3 channels that inspired you to buy a CD. So that's what I did. So I do have a couple things to show. So let's see, it doesn't really matter the order, but I'll start off with, of course, my good buddy Jason the Old Millennial. He did a video not that long ago. He's going through a series where he's going through all his like top 100 favorite albums of all time, and this one was in an episode. So he talked about this album as one of his favorites of all time, and that's this one right here. We have What's the Story, More in Glory by Oasis. And of course, I've known Oasis. I mean, who has not heard Wonderwall? But I never really had the interest of picking up any of their albums until Jason did his video, and it was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and buy this album, and I'm gonna listen to this one, and I'm gonna see if I actually like Oasis or not. Because again, I know the hits, but nothing else besides that. So I bought this one, and yeah, I was very impressed by this. I very much enjoyed it. Yes, just a good 90s rock. I know people classify them as Britpop, but yeah, it's a good rock album. Absolutely some great stuff on here. You like the first song, Hello. Of course, the hits like Wonderwall and Don't Look Back in Anger. Some title track and Champagne Supernova. Yeah, terrific album. Yeah, definitely would like to get more Oasis in the future. We'll see how the year progresses. So the second channel I want to shout out is another friend of mine, and that of course is Adam from What the Gym. I'm going to show 2 because in the video Adam did, he showed 2 albums. And yeah, the 2 albums in question were Lavender Days by Camp, and he also talked about Colin Hay with his latest solo album, Now and the Evermore. So yeah, so he did the video, and I was like, this seems interesting. I'm just gonna go ahead and buy them, see if I like them. And yeah, so of course Colin Hay, very well known, quite well known, especially if you know the band Men at Work. Again, this is his solo album that he released last year. And yeah, I very much enjoyed this one. So if you look on the inside, there he is on the inside. Some good, I don't know what you classify this, like rock, soft rock, pop rock. But yeah, sounds good. You know, Colin still has great vocals here. Yeah, I very much enjoy this one. And Camp, they're kind of like a modern folk rock band. Again, pretty good vocals on this one. Great, really cool vibe here. Again, this is the type of music, like I say the same for both of these. They have a good feel-good vibe to them. Like you listen to them and you kind of feel good. You know, it's not meant to blow you away. This isn't stuff that will like change your life or anything, in my opinion. But they definitely do what they do best, and that is to make you feel very good. You know, very happy when you listen to these two. So yeah, I think they're worth a listen. Okay, and the last one I'm going to shout out, of course I'm going to shout out Larry Graves from Canadian Stud Muffin, because he did a video talking about this band, and I've told the story before, but excuse me, but he did a video about this band, and I commented saying I wanted to get into this to this artist, to this band, and I asked him like what kind of what album should I start with, and this was the album he recommended. So this is Midnight Oil, and this is their album 10-9-8-7-6-5-4-3-2-1. That's a mouthful. But yeah, I very much enjoy this one. Yeah, Midnight Oil, like an Australian band, mainly from the 80s. Some great stuff. Good, like especially around this point, they had a kind of like a post-punk sort of sound, a rock, pretty unique. And of course, Peter Garrett, the lead singer, very eccentric when you see him live. Like see footage of him live, of how like he almost gives Mick Jagger a run for his money, if that makes sense. Well, maybe that's too far, but that's a bit of a stretch. But you know, he's definitely unique, and I really do like his style. So yeah, Midnight Oil. Yeah, I very much enjoy him. Of course, I have like 2 other Midnight Oil albums, and I hope to get more someday. Alright, so that's the first prompt. Next, name a genre you wish was shown more in the VC. You know, I'm going to say, I know some people will say like world music. I'm going to be a little bit specific. I want to see people talk more of Japanese music. You know, it's like Japanese rock, like rock music from Japan, or pop. Yeah, pop even. Because in my opinion, I think Japanese pop music is in some regards better than the pop music we have here in America. But that's just me. Because, you know, I like anime, so of course I have a fondness for the Japanese culture and the music to an extent. So yeah, that'd be cool, and I would want to have more like Japanese CDs in the collection, but one, they're kind of going to be hard to get because they have to be imported, and also I don't even know if Japanese CDs work on American devices, so oh well, I guess Spotify or YouTube will have to do, but it'll be cool to have like other languages in the collection. So that's prompt 2. Prompt 3, show a mixtape. Now this kind of falls in the more cassette category. So again, I don't have a mixtape, but I will show a mix CD, because I did make a lot of playlists on CD back in the day, and I was looking around and I found one of them. I don't know where the rest are, so I was not very original with my titles. It just says Bryer's Playlist 2, so obviously this is my second one I made. But yeah, I used to make these, like I'm trying to remember when I made this one. Like I want to say it was like 2014, 2020, like 2012 to 2014 is, I want to say, was when I made these. And just before I started recording, I went and I looked on what songs were on here, because I could not remember what I put on this one. So of course I had to play it to see what I have, and I'm gonna go ahead and share it with you because I had to write it down. So this will kind of show my music taste at that time, during that time. So So yeah, I'm just gonna go through them. So it starts out with 3 songs from the same band. The band's called Fun. If you don't know Fun, I think they were pretty big back in 2012, I want to say. They were probably known for the big hit We Are Young. And I remember that song from going back to elementary school. But it starts out with 3 songs. It has Some Nights, Carry On, and Why Am I the One. Those were like, I guess they're singles during that time. You know, nowadays I don't really listen to Fun anymore. Not quite my taste anymore. But I will say, the song Some Nights, I think it still holds up. I do like the vocals on that one. So yeah, I think that one still holds up. But the other songs, Carry On and Why Am I the One, I don't really need to listen to those 2 anymore. But after those 3 songs, we have another one. We have, well, this is another song. Never Had a Dream Come True by S Club 7. Kind of one of those like singing groups. Not like the Backstreet Boys, because there's 7 members. There's like, I think there's 4 guys and 3 girls in the group, I think, if I remember correctly. I did not look it up, so I could be wrong. I could have the other way around, but you know. But yeah, that's kind of like a guilty pleasure song. I still listen to that nowadays, every so often. Then I have Bruno Mars with Just the Way You Are, because I still do like a little bit of Bruno Mars. Then I have Daughtry with the song No Surprise, kind of another, like, I'm not sure many people know that one. I have the album that song's on, so yeah, that's another song I kind of still listen to. I guess Daughtry, we would kind of classify them as like an alternative rock band, I guess. I know the lead singer was on American Idol, and that's literally all I know about it. But yeah, after that we have You're Where I Belong by Trisha Yearwood. Then following that we have I'm Alive by Celine Dion, and as you know, I still love that song. So yeah. Then after that, we're going back to the 80s. We have Up Where We Belong, the Joe Cocker and Jennifer Warnes duet. And then following that, we have the other Jennifer Warnes duet, except with Bill Medley, with I've Had the Time of My Life. So yeah, definitely a weird mix match here. Then after that, we have I Don't Want to Miss a Thing by Aerosmith. Pretty big song for them. And then after that, we have Save the Best for Last by Vanessa Williams. Again, I've talked about that song before. You know, I love it. Now it gets weird after this. So after this, we have Beautiful by Christina Aguilera, which like I have not heard that song in so long. But yeah, that's there. And then after that, we have another song by another pop group. We have Secrets by the band One Republic. And One Republic, I'm sure many people heard that the song Counting Stars. Like, that song was played a lot back in the day. But Secrets was another song I knew. And yeah, it's there. I still do listen to Counting Stars from time to time. I kind of like that song. And then the last song, I remember I was like, oh, what did I end this CD on? And then I found out, I was like, fudge. I almost said the F word there, but I was like, oh my god, I can't believe I actually put that on here. So the song's called Raining Sunshine. It's by Miranda Cosgrove. If you know the animated film Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, that's the ending theme. And I don't know why. I guess I must have really liked that song back in the day. But I have not heard that. Yeah, but yeah, it was just like, wow. That's a weird way to end it. But yeah, that was basically my music taste back in the day. Obviously, it's changed a lot since then. But yeah, that's my little mixtape or CD. Yeah. Let's move on. So next up, after that, we have Show a Mixtape You Were Given. Well, I can't really answer that one because nobody ever gave me anything. I've given somebody a mix CD, but I don't have it, so can't really show it. So have to skip that one. After that, we have Show 2 or more jazz CDs that you recommend. So I did 3. 2 of them are I think one of them is a no-brainer. Obviously, many people would recommend this one. Of course, Miles Davis, Kind of Blue. Then again, you're speaking to it. I'm basically a jazz noob right now, so of course I'm gonna recommend the big names. But of course, Miles Davis, Kind of Blue. I mean, what has not been said about that one? This one, however, I'm not sure how many people know this one, but I'm sure it's pretty well regarded. It's pretty much a live album. We have the Bill Evans Trio with Waltz for Debbie. Very cool stuff. You have a trio here, like it just suggests. You have Bill Evans on piano, Scott LaFaro on bass, and Paul Motian. I always forget how to pronounce his last name, but he's on drums. And yeah, really good stuff here. I very much enjoyed this one. 6 songs. Of course, this one has bonus songs. But yeah, very cool. Love the playing on here. Fantastic stuff. And of course, Bill Evans is, I believe Bill Evans is on Kind of Blue, so if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure he was. Yeah, he was. Okay, just had to verify. Okay, and the last one I'm going to show, kind of more on the jazz fusion, but has jazz in the name, so I'm counting. So we have, the band is Weather Report with their album, Heavy Weather. Now, I just bought this not that long ago, and I really love this one. Like, the playing on here is just incredible. If you have not heard this album, I suggest you check out probably Birdland, the first song on here. Maybe check that one out. But I also would want to recommend A Remark You Made. What a beautiful piece of music that is. I absolutely loved it. Like the horns, and of course Jaco Pastorius on bass, like really has a great, very upfront in the mix, really helping the melody out, and just, yeah, it's a great stuff. And the keyboards, yeah, terrific album. I recommend you check this one out. All right, okay, next, 3 stores you get CDs from. So of course, I mean, I've done like 3 videos on this place already. Folk Arts Rare Records, obviously, like I said, I've done a couple videos on them already, so that's one. Next, there's like a Salvation Army, not far from my house, that I occasionally go to. Not so much nowadays, but on the rare chance, I'll probably go ahead and take a look at it, see if they have anything. But recently, they have not been. There hasn't really been anything worth checking out. But I go there occasionally, so that's 2. And then 3, I kind of have them clumped together because they're kind of similar. Like Walmart, Target, like those type of stores. Then those those big market stores, like stuff like that. Those places I'll go because they'll have like a small CD section I'll occasionally look at and see if they have anything. But yeah, that's basically it. Online store, which is the next prompts. I mean, Amazon. I mean, where else? Sometimes eBay. Sometimes eBay, sometimes Discogs, but mainly Amazon. That's the main one. We're already on the 8th prompt. Blank CD brands. It's kind of changed over the years. Like this one is Memorex. So Memorex was one. I think as of now, I've used Philips, and they're not bad. I mean, they get the job done. So yeah, that's basically it. Nothing crazy or anything. 9th, blank cassette brands. Yeah, I don't have any, so can't really answer that one. So we're skipping. Next, this one's a good question. Inspiration to make a mix CD or mixtape or playlist or whatever. Yeah, that's a good question. That's a good prompt, actually. So what inspires me to make like a playlist, or if I want to put on a CD? Usually like sometimes I want to like make a compilation with a theme. Sometimes like I'll give you like kind of a story. Like sometimes I'm watching a TV show, right? And I'm watching the show, and sometimes during a scene, like this scene will remind me of a song, and I'm like, oh, this would kind of fit. And so what I sometimes do, like I kind of give myself a challenge. Like sometimes I'll take a TV show, take or a movie. Sometimes a movie too, and I'll see if I can tell the story of that show or movie based on songs that I know, and that's like basically making a concept album and have it tell a story. Hopefully you kind of get what I'm trying to say, but that's kind of like a little fun little exercise. Like, see, like, okay, if I'm gonna tell a story, like, okay, I need a song that like sets up the setting. I need a song that, you know, kind of fits the character's personality, and then I need a character. Then I need a song that kind of shows, that kind of, you know, introduces the conflict. You know, like have it string together, but still have it sound cohesive. Like obviously, it would be kind of odd having have a Cyndi Lauper song and then go into a Slayer song. Like that's a bit too far-fetched. So that's kind of a nice little challenge I like to do. So yeah, I like that one. And the final prompt: do you think CDs and cassettes are making a comeback? I say, to a degree, I think so. I really do think so. Especially me, because I think because of me buying all these CDs, I think I've helped boost the sales of it a lot more. So, but seriously, but in all seriousness, no, though, I do think it's. I definitely think they are definitely being paid more attention to, especially now, because obviously vinyl is a very expensive hobby. And CDs is always the more affordable option. I mean, of course, I mean, like I've said before, like I've just started picking up vinyl, and even that I'm kind of like very sparingly buying them, because, you know, so I'm only gonna be getting like certain vinyl, not like I'm definitely not gonna replace all my CDs. That's impossible. But yeah. But bottom line, I don't think CDs are going to go away. I think they're going to be just fine. And I think that's a good way to close this one off. So DJ Trish, if you're watching this, hopefully I did a good job answering most of these. Again, I didn't really answer the cassette ones, but you know, hopefully you understand. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. I definitely enjoyed doing this, and hopefully for you people watching, hopefully you had a nice time just hearing me talk, go through all these prompts, and hopefully if you have a channel and you and right there, background fell asleep. Come on, wake up, there we go. Again, uncut. So that whole thing is staying in. Where was I? But yeah, if you have a channel and you want to hop on this tag, you know, go for it. Again, all the links will be in the description. And also make sure you subscribe to DJ Trish and check out her content if you have not done so already. See, what else was I gonna say? Was there anything else I was gonna say? Again, kind of going back to the tag thing. At this point, I'm just rambling. But of course, if you want to start a YouTube channel, a tag is a good way to start, because, you know, it gives you something to start with, you know. All right, now I'm done. So again, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, you know, give this video a like. Of course, if you are new, please subscribe to the channel and DJ Trish. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care and goodbye for now.